Welcome, everybody, to another half-ass beer review. My name's Josh, and you're all invited to this Friday celebration. It's Friday. Yay. Let's celebrate. And what better way to celebrate than with another bottle of No Rules? Perrin Brewing Company's No Rules, a Vietnamese-style porter aged in bourbon barrels. 15% ABV. Only this variant is the chocolate raspberry variant. This 2021 No Rules chocolate raspberry variant is a 15% imperial porter made with coconut, turbinado sugar, then laid down and aged in bourbon barrels for several months with flavors of a sweet raspberry and rich chocolate. The bottle artwork on this is not much different. Only Walter Sobchak is wearing a red face mask. I can still hear him shouting over the line through the mask. Sorry, but a lot of good memories and a lot of good lines come up in my head when I look at the bottle art on this. Let's open this bottle up. Let's pour it, look at it, smell it, taste it, get a review on it. Now, I said the last one tasted like a candied porter. The creaminess of the coconut in the beer gave it that candy feel to it. Again, in my No Rules glass, very dark black. Not much of a head on it. I kind of poured it soft. Okay, so big coconut, but that chocolate's there, cutting down on it. Now, the raspberry is present, but the sweetness that you're getting from the coconut kind of minimalizes the sweetness from the raspberry. Very interesting smell compared to the last one. The last one, when you smell it, you know what you're getting into. This one, I'm not too certain. So let's do that right now. Without further ado, little drink, big drink. Cheers, everybody. Wow. So I'm going to go ahead and say this. Right off the bat, the sweetness from the coconut on the first one masked the bourbon a lot more than this chocolate raspberry does. And I don't really know why that is. Both are the same temperature. But yeah, there's more of a bourbon presence in this. And that's not a bad thing. Like, I like bourbon in my beer. I like bourbon. It's very right up front and kind of hits you in the tongue. It's just unexpected as compared to the last one. You get a really dark chocolatiness in there. The coconut isn't as present on the tongue as it is in the original. And then there's small hints of that raspberry on the back end. But the bourbon stays present throughout the entire drink. This is a very interesting variant on it. The last one, I could take big and little drinks from it. I think the sweetness just kind of made it very similar drinking. Like I said, the bourbon wasn't very present in this. This is a sipper. This is a sipper. Do I like this one better than I like the first? I do. I really do. And it's a very big surprise to me. Especially when I first broke into this one and I felt that bourbon right off the bat. But the more you drink it, the more you're getting just how complex this one is compared to the first one. I know I'm not a huge coconut guy, but it kind of bums me out that the coconut's not more present in this. Yeah, it's there a little bit. I think when you first drink it, and that big bourbon flavor's there, there's like a lining of sweet coconut flavor to it. You're just not getting as much of it as you did in the first one, so you kind of have to search for it. I really like this. Like, this one makes me wish I got more bottles of it. I just got one bottle of each. They're like $21 each or $22 each, so I didn't want to break the bank and get a whole bunch of them. I see some of your pictures online, people, and you got a problem when it comes to buying beer. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. I think I have a problem when it comes to buying beer, but when I see pictures, it's kind of like an alcoholic seeing a different alcoholic drink, I think. Well, that's a bad analogy, right? You know, it's kind of like being addicted to shopping, and then you see somebody else that's addicted to shopping, but they're buying more, or it looks like they're buying more. And you're like, oh, that person's got it bad. I'll just keep buying my small stuff over here. But yeah, it's crazy when you see the amount of beer that certain people buy. But also, I can see why, because it's all enjoyable and you get to try new stuff, and there's so much new stuff. Yeah, this beer's great. I'm going to rate this beer 5.6. I love this one. This one I think is better than the original No Rules. It's a sipper. That coconut isn't as much present. There's a small lining there when you're drinking that bourbon, but there's a nice dark chocolatiness to it. Ugh, bad at that one, huh? And a slight raspberry at the end. For future knowledge, No Rules Day, I don't know the exact date of it, but just research it online. You can figure it out. And then buy some, especially if you're near the brewery. Like if you're in Indiana or Illinois, even Ohio, it's not that bad of a drive to get there. I mean, the Grand Rapids area, it's worth the drive. I drove like 3 hours to get mine. And I stopped at the brewery. You can have lunch. Their food's delicious. Their drinks are delicious. It's worth it if you can get there. Now, that's going to do it for this episode of Half-Ass Beer Review. Thank you all for stopping by and trying this new beer with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and you like what you saw and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button and click the bell. But until next time, please keep your fridges full and have a great night.